King Carlos himself has made a prediction. He's a man who knows the weight of the black jersey, a maverick who played with an artist flair, and he thinks the unthinkable is about to happen. He believes the Springboks, the reigning world champs, can march into Eden Park on September the 6th, 2025, and shatter a legacy that stood for more than 30 years. He's looked at the form, seen the power of the South African machine, and has declared them favourites. There's just one problem with that prediction. A very big, very black, 31-year-old problem. Because Eden Park isn't just a stadium, it's a fortress. It's a psychological stronghold. And for the Boks, it's been a graveyard of ambition. Spencer's words hang in the air, a juicy possibility in one of rugby's greatest rivalries. But history, a suffocating, relentless history, tells a very different story. A story that has a script. And the script almost always ends the same way, with the All Blacks' hands raised. This is the story of why the All Blacks simply don't lose at Eden Park. The numbers are staggering, almost nonsensical, in the cutthroat world of professional rugby. The last time the All Blacks lost at Eden Park was way back in 1994. Since then, they've played 50 test matches at their spiritual home. They've won 48 and drawn just 2. Think about that. For 3 decades, the best teams in the world have shown up and been sent packing. 208 different All Blacks have played on that ground during this streak and have never known what it feels like to lose there. On the flip side, 461 opposing players have walked off that turf in defeat. For South Africa, the story is even bleaker. Their last victory at Eden Park was in 1937. That's so long that it's safe to say none of the players' parents were even born yet. Springbok powerhouse Ergie Snyman called winning there the highest peak for any Springbok, but admitted it is a hell of a task. To get your head around the challenge facing the Springboks, you have to look past the scoreboard and at the moments that built this fortress. The streak almost poetically began with one of those 2 draws, an 18-18 slugfest against the Springboks themselves in 1994. It was like a line drawn in the sand. Since that day, for the Boks, it's been a cycle of brutal disappointment. They come back to Eden Park only to be humbled, like the 20-point thumping they took in 1997 and 2010. The last time these 2 giants met here was in 2013. That was the infamous match where Bismarck du Plessis was controversially sent off. While World Rugby later admitted the red card was a mistake, the result stood. A 29-15 win for the All Blacks. It's a game that still leaves a sour taste for South African fans, a feeling they were robbed. But feelings don't change the record books. It's just another brick in the wall. This isn't just a lucky streak, it's a psychological warfare. The All Blacks don't just hope to win at Eden Park, they feel a duty to win there. Sir John Kirwan, who played in the last loss in 1994, said, "Losing there felt like letting the country down." That feeling gets passed down through generations. They aren't just defending a patch of grass, they are upholding a national expectation. For visiting teams, the weight is a burden. They carry 88 years of failure on their shoulders. Every dropped ball, every missed tackle is magnified by the ghost of every team that has tried and failed before them. Rassie Erasmus is a master of mind games. He talked about his team being desperate to win, and you better believe he knows how huge this is. But even a master manipulator like Erasmus is up against something stronger than mind games, pure, unshakable belief. The All Blacks believe they can't be beaten at Eden Park. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. This confidence, born from decades of winning, gives them a strange calm under pressure. When the game is on a knife edge, when lungs are burning and bodies are screaming, the All Blacks find a way, because history has taught them that's what they need to do. They feed off that feral Auckland crowd, which turns into a 16th man, roaring them home and rattling their opponents. For the Springboks, the script is flipped to one of doubt. Springbok legend Joe Stransky said it would take immense mental strength to get over this historical hurdle. The pressure to break an 88-year drought is suffocating. Players are human. They hear the noise. They see the stats. They know that no Springbok team has won there since before World War II. Rassie himself admitted he never won in New Zealand as a player. All of this creates subconscious blocks. In the crucial moments, do you throw the risky offload or do you play it safe? Do you trust yourself to make the try-saving tackle, or does a tiny silver of doubt creep in? Against a team as ruthless as the All Blacks, a split second of hesitation is fatal. The Boks have only won 4 matches in all of New Zealand since 1996, a stat that shows just how tough this place is to tour, with Eden Park as the final, unconquerable boss level. Okay, let's move past the voodoo and look at the cold hard tactics, because in 2025, The All Blacks under Scott Robertson look perfectly engineered to dismantle what makes the Springboks so great. South Africa's game is built on pure, overwhelming physicality, a dominant set piece, and that suffocating rush defense. It's the formula that won them 2 straight World Cups. It's a formula the All Blacks have spent years figuring out to crack. The modern All Black approach isn't about matching brute force, it's about sidestepping it. So, how do you do it? Use a smart kicking game to turn their rush defense against them. The Springbok system relies on getting in your face to shut down attacks. The counter, don't play into it. Expect the All Blacks to use this contestable box kick. Clever grubbers into the space just behind the charging defense. A perfectly weighted cross kick to attack every space the Boks have abandoned. It's about turning their greatest strength into a weakness, forcing those huge forwards to turn and chase, draining their gas tanks and messing up their defensive lines. The All Blacks have also sharpened their attack. In the past, they thrown wide, looping passes that were easily picked off by Russian Springbok defenders. Now, on slow ball, they've narrowed the attack, using short passes to pod forwards close to the ruck to grind out yards and build momentum. That earns them the right to go wide on quick ball, attacking the spaces they've just patiently created. It's death by 1,000 cuts, not a single knockout punch. And maybe most importantly, the All Blacks have finally found an answer for the breakdown, with explosive, physical loose forwards like Wallace Atiti, who gets what it means to go toe-to-toe with the Boks. New Zealand now has the muscle to contest and steal the ball. Every turnover won is a chance to kill the Boks rhythm and starve their playmakers of the clean, quick ball they need to run the show. This rivalry is all about moments that become legends. So what do you think? Is the sheer power of the modern Springbok enough to finally break the curse? Or is the weight of history and the All Blacks tactical game just too much to overcome? Drop your prediction for the September 6th clash in the comments below. And if you love getting into the weeds of world rugby's biggest rivalries, make sure you subscribe for more. On September 6, 2025, the Springboks will walk into Eden Park as two-time defending world champions and a team that has arguably been better than the All Blacks in recent years. They have the talent, the power, and the brains under Rassie Erasmus to beat any team on any day, anywhere in the world. Carlos Spencer is right to believe they can win. In rugby, anything is possible. It's why we watch. But Eden Park is different. It's a place where the normal rules of possibility seems to bend. The challenge isn't just about beating the 15 men on the field. It's beating the 88-year history standing right there with them. It's silencing the demons that whisper of past failures in the Auckland wind, and is overcoming a game plan designed specifically to take away your strengths. Springboks will arrive with confidence, and they should do, but they're stepping into a story that isn't theirs to write. They're walking into a fortress built on victory, defended by a team for whom losing here isn't just an option. It may be the highest peak in world rugby, but it's a peak that will once again prove just out of the reach. The streak will continue. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button.